Hey y'all! Today we are making some elderberry syrup. So I know that this is a very controversial topic, but we use this for lots of different illnesses in our house. Let me first begin by saying that I am not a doctor. Please check with your doctor before you take any kind of supplement or herbal remedy, because I am not your doctor. Your doctor knows best for you, so I'm just throwing that disclaimer out. This is just what we do and how we make our elderberry syrup for the fall and winter season. So this is our elderberry syrup. You can tell that we have drank quite a bit of it. We have 6 people in our family, so we do go through quite a bit of it in the fall and winter, especially since Jason works with the public. He just likes to take it as a preventative, and I will give you all the dosages that we use for our family at the end. But this is what we do, and this is how we make it. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take 4 cups of water. Now this is just filtered water. I like to use filtered water, but you just need 4 cups of water. And then you need 2 cinnamon sticks. Then you're going to need 4 cloves. If you have dried elderberries that you have purchased online, you are going to use 2 cups of those dried elderberries, and you're going to pop them in here to simmer. You want it to kind of get to a simmer, almost to a boil. So if you have dried elderberries, at this point you would put them in. I always opt in for the concentrate. This is what I get. I use the concentrate. It's just less mess for us, and I get the 8-ounce fluid ounces. But if you cannot find this and all you have is the dried berries, then you're going to put 2 cups of the dried berries in here right now. If you are doing the concentrate, do not put this in right now. Wait. And then I'm going to add in a tablespoon of fresh grated ginger. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to bring this to a low boil. So I'm going to get this going. This is almost done. It's almost ready to be strained. So in a bowl, get you a fairly large bowl and a strainer. If you have used the berries, at this point you will spoon out the berries, and you will transfer them into a strainer like this that is lined with a coffee filter, and you will squeeze out the berries. I highly suggest wearing gloves that you can throw away when you do that, because the berries will stain your clothes. But that is where I say it gets a little messy if you use the berries versus if you use the concentrate. So that's what you do with the berries. You ladle them out of the water into a coffee filter that is lined in your strainer, and you squeeze out the juices, and then you discard the berry skins. So that will stain your clothes, so fair warning. But I have opted to do the concentrate method, so we're going to let this almost finish boiling, but I'm going to go ahead and get everything else ready. So I have the juice of 1 lemon right here, and I am going to put it through the strainer so I don't get any of the rinds, because my kids have a texture thing. And that is a fresh lemon that we used. Then I'm going to use half a cup of apple cider vinegar with the mother. So that means it is organic, raw, unfiltered, and you'll see kind of like this, like a film at the bottom. That is the difference, is it is organic. We buy this big huge thing because we use apple cider vinegar for so many different things in our home, for our animals, for us, for recipes, but we're going to put half a cup of this in here. The next thing is you want to use raw honey. You want to get your local honey. There are so many benefits to having local honey in your recipes. It helps with allergies. Look up the benefits of eating local raw honey. So I got this at my local Amish store, and I am going to be putting 1 cup of this in my bowl. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is add 8 fluid ounces of my elderberry concentrate. I opted in the concentrate instead of the dried berries because this is a lot easier of a cleanup and it's not as messy. Now here comes the fun part. I'm going to strain this pot into here. Alright, let's stir it up. You want to make sure you're getting all of that honey that has settled at the bottom. You want to make sure you get that all incorporated. So the last thing I'm going to do is I am going to bottle these up. Now we like to use these bottles that we got online on Amazon. I paid like 20 bucks for like 12 of them. I think Walmart has some of these, but I really like them because they're like the pour jars and I can make them airtight. If you opt to do this in a canning process, you can also can these. But we like to use these because they're easy to pour. If you can them, they do last longer. It has a longer shelf life, so you can pop your extras into the refrigerator. But we have a large family and we drink this almost daily, so we opt in for the easy pour method. Alright, so that's it. It made 3, or actually 2.5 of these big jars that we like to fill. Now these will be popped into the refrigerator so I don't have to worry about them, you know, spoiling or anything like that. If you're going to can them, they have a longer shelf life, so you can actually put those in your pantry. But if it is open, you need to refrigerate it. We take these, I'll tell you the dosage. Adults, we do 2 teaspoons up to 4 times a day if we've come in contact with someone who is sick or we feel icky. Kids is 1 teaspoon up to 4 times a day if we come in contact with someone who is sick or they feel sick, you know, sickly. But as a preventative, we do 1 teaspoon per adult for maintenance, and half a teaspoon for kids. Do not drink a whole lot of this because it can have a laxative effect. That's a little tidbit that I have learned. But this is my elderberry recipe, and everybody I know has it, but I even have a friend who has it and she sells a variation of it. So you can purchase that through her if you rather not, you know, make it. But for our family, it's just more cost effective to make it. And that's what we do. This took less than like 30 minutes for me from start to finish. So now our kids and Jason and myself can be well through the cold and flu season. If you're curious about elderberry, check out the benefits of elderberry. Go look it up. Go hit up Mr. Google Pants and see what you can find out. Again, I am not a doctor. This is just what we do for our family to stay well through the cold and flu season. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment below. I'll be glad to answer anything that you have. If you like this video, please feel free to share it and make sure you hit that little like button and the subscribe button. That really helps our family out. So I'm gonna get over here and I'm going to finish dinner and move on to our next project after dinner. So we will see y'all later. All right, bye y'all.